now that I'm your first student, second year, I was told. So now we need to first, before getting into the industry, each one of us need to know what exactly we want to do. Fashion is a very big term, but in fashion there are a lot of sub departments which everybody needs to, look into. You see which one is your 40, which one you want to work into. So there are around 9 departments which are very, very important in every fashion industry, every fashion office, wherever you work, especially with a designer. So I'm going to start off with the first one is designing. Since we all know designing is making combinations with different fabrics, different embroidery, however you want it. Number 2 is pattern making. So that could be one of your department. If you're very good at pattern making, it's very important for everybody to know pattern making, because without pattern making, you won't be able to do your designing. There won't be a technical knowledge in pattern. Now the third thing is embroidery. Now when we do embroidery, there are a lot of people who will come and cheat you, who will give you wrong say pricings and all different things. It won't be correct. So you need to be very knowledgeable when it comes to embroidery, especially working with a designer. I have learned all of this. Then the fourth category is your production. So production includes a lot of basically bulk, working in bulk. So how you try to do your cost cutting, that's where it comes in. How you can, so basically one garment that was designed by you will have to be produced in say 10 colors, 10 different colors. How you can reduce the prices of the 10 colors, how you get in touch with people, how you reduce your prices in terms of fabric, in terms of embroidery. So that is production. So that is very, very important. Now the fifth thing is research. So your research will be very strong, be it your trend boards, your mood boards, color boards, however it is, it has to be very, very strong. You must be aware of your Pantone of the year. Like that's very important. Based on the Pantone colors, you can actually start an entire collection. Say the Pantone color of the year is blue. With that color, you can literally in different shades of blue, in different shades of, in tones of blue, including embroidery, you can start your entire collection. So your research, then your mood boards. Your mood boards are very important. Mood boards are basically what you're going to set up your theme as. Say, for example, my theme this year is Old World. So they're genuinely in Manish Malhotra. Our theme is Old World. So Old World consists of very vintage, very like deep colors, let's say like a deeper red, deeper maroon, deeper blues. So how you can make a combination and a story. So if I've chosen 5 top colors in my collection, I have to work only on the basis of 5 colors for the entire year, so that it looks like one whole story. So that is very important. And then it is merchandising. So merchandising is another thing only. So it's either fashion, you do your designing, you do your production and all of that, and or you do merchandise. It's not fun to do both. So depends on what you want to concentrate. So now merchandising, I'm going to tell you how it functions in our company. Basically, it functions like how you want to divide, say what your customer is going to come and tell you. Basically, customer feedbacks. Like I have sent 10 garments to the store, and what feedback am I getting from the customer with reference to each garment? So that is very important. Merchandising will even decide thing. That's where your math comes in. So that's a little bit tricky. So you need to know how you want that to happen. Then the styling. So now styling is very rosy on the outside, but a very, very, very difficult job. So styling is basically going on shoots, working with celebrities, going for fittings, making sure that you have done all of it with them, making sure that there's nothing that is left behind. There are no you can't have a specific time. There is no break, there are no boundaries. It goes on till whatever you want. Styling is very tedious. It needs a lot of running around, a lot of energy, of course celebrity tantrums. So it is a whole of all of that. And then it is your fabrics. Your fabrics are very important. Fabric knowledge is extremely, extremely important. You must know which fabric is what. By the look of it, by the weave of it, by everything you must know. What else is there? So yeah, basically a Procreate. Procreate is one very, very good fashion software, which I recommend everybody to learn. I myself learned it in the lockdown, to be very honest, because it is so helpful in terms of fashion. Now everything is digital. So we must know how Procreate is functioning and how you can sketch on Procreate, you can show digital sketches. It just makes things easier. It shows you the full look of it. These are main 9 points which I feel are very important for a fashion designer to know. So we must work on it. What you all want to do, then in those subcategories, and how you all want to go about it. So now, actually now you guys can start asking me questions so that I can keep answering, and you guys can tell me whatever you want.
Yeah. So girls, we design students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So please start with your questions, whatever you want to ask, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Please on your video, girls. Please, the person who is asking the question, please on the video.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, I'm sorry, but I can't see you. So just take your name before so I can see that when I'm talking. You can address.
And now you can see me.
Yeah, you can just ask me question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So my question is, what is fashion for you?
Fashion for me is a lot of color, a lot of thinking, and a lot of playing around with fabrics. I love playing around with fabrics and a lot of embroidery. For me.
Okay, there are one more question.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. How did you decided to take up fashion designing as a career?
Okay. So now I started off as a business student. I have done my BMS and I was literally pursuing my MBA. And I just realized at that keen on dressing up and making clothes. I used to make a lot of clothes for myself first. So then later on I realized that, MBA and all is just not, I can't do a desk job basically. I can't just work. Finished my studies. Then I started working on fashion. So I just feel it's never too late to start something you like.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me your precious time.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
My name is Khushi, and I wanted to challenges you faced when you started your career as a.
Okay. So my first job was with Manish Malhotra. Now I'm with him since around 4 years almost. So now the challenge is the 32 people with me. We were 32 people. Now between 32 people, we have to it's sort of a competition, right? Whose work is better and whose research and sketching. Making garments. There was a lot of research work, a lot of sketching. So I did that for around 4 months. So it was very difficult because my sketching was not on point. Literally, I have learned every job. This job is taking up a job. So you guys are very lucky that y'all are getting it to study from scratch and all. That's amazing. I wish I could do it. But this job actually taught me a lot of things. So you need to be very good with your skills. So now if you go to see after 4 years, now we're literally a group of 3 of us left out of the 32. So now it's on you how you're going to put forward your opinions, your design.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Next question. Anybody else who wants to ask the question? Girls?
Yeah,
Okay, so hi, how are you?
I'm
Okay, so I just wanted to ask, like, what if a client comes to you? You know that this will not look that great on her. So how do you convince your client into getting what you for them, like for the betterment of it?
you have to be very honest with them while they're selecting the garment itself. Some clients know their body well. So some people will be like, even if they're on a healthier side, they just want to fit into those skimpy clothes. It's not possible. You have to tell them that it's not going to suit you, it's not going to complement your body. But you have to give them a variation in that. So that they
Okay.
feel they're wearing a similar look, but that is complementing your body. That is very important.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Who wants to ask the next question? Girl, she doesn't have time. She's busy. She's
Can
taken
I?
out time for us. Please ask questions fast.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, hi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am. My question is, how difficult is it for you to keep up with the trends, like it is changing every now and then? So how difficult it is?
So it is actually quite difficult to be very honest, but you need to, if you're working with specifically an Indian designer, there are so many things that you have to take in place, be it like a blouse, a dupatta, a lehenga, and then people have so many other demands like a jacket over a lehenga. So you need to see. Basically, we start off the main trend board only. We try and keep that one trend going on for the entire year. We don't keep changing like how international designers do change 3 months now. It's very difficult to keep up to that. So we usually try and keep one color board, one mode board, and we follow that story for an entire season.
Okay.
Next question.
Hello, ma'am. Question that I have.
Hmm.
Who is asking the question? Namrata or Simran?
I think Simran, go ahead.
Yeah, Simran, go ahead with your question. Namrata, you can ask after that. Yeah?
So, ma'am, I just wanted to ask, how do you manage to create a concept?
Sorry, I can't hear you clearly, Simran.
Okay. Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Yeah.
How do you manage to create a design concept in your mind? Perfect. For example, I have designed my inspiration is a children's pictures book. Okay. So, how do I create means my inspiration is a children's picture book and I want to create a out of it. So the people who are seeing it could understand that my theme was children's pictures. So what are the important things that we should keep in mind so that we portray the right concept that we have in our mind while designing a collection?
Okay. So like you said, picture book. So now in a picture book, say it is a picture book of different flowers. Okay,
Yes.
all different types of flowers. So now I'm gonna take like the foremost different colors which are in the book, 4 or 5 colors that make the book, and a few pictures of the flowers that are literally picked up from that book. And I work on those grounds. I'll make different, say, kalidars, different saris, different lehengas. I'll use the same combinations that are in the books. And embroidery, I will use my own. I'm going to be showing you in the picture book, but similar to how those flowers are colored, I would do my embroidery accordingly, like shading, contrasting, depending on that.
So that's how we get the whole look that we have in our mind that the person can understand who's seeing the collection.
Correct.
These are the things that we should keep in our mind.
It should be it shouldn't be like I'm making a blue outfit. Now tomorrow I'm going to make a yellow outfit. It should all be a story. The yellow outfit should have a touch of blue. It all looks like one.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. May I?
Yeah.
Hi,
Jill.
ma'am. My name is Jill. After completing my bachelor's degree, should I take up a job or post graduation?
No, you must complete your studies. Studying is very important. Complete. Once you start working, you wouldn't want to go back to studying, honestly. So finish your studies. Do your master's. It is very important. And then you take up your job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namrata, you can ask your question. Yeah.
So at least first basic knowledge about fashion, what's going around, your basic, again, your trend research. Your research is very, very important. So everybody's not good with everything. Everybody has their own forte, what they're good with. So you can work on those you're good with, say, making saris. So you can work with the ones who are making saris. You can grow in that little field. So you have to know what your forte is, what you're good with. That is very important.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Next
May I?
question. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Mayuri Bojkire here. So, ma'am, I have a question I want to ask. So, what are the things that gives you an inspiration while creating a design?
Okay, there are a lot of things, like even a little doodle book. It depends. Like, you need to be firstly in the frame of mind to design that particular day. So you have to start off with your research. You go on WGSN, you go on different websites, you see what's going on. You start looking, you will start getting ideas. And when you start getting ideas, you start writing it down. It is very important because suddenly so many ideas come in that you don't know how to, put them all. So start writing it down. Then once you've written it full of ideas, narrow it down. And then you start creating.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Any more questions, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ask.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Shivani.
Hi.
Question, ma'am. What is your favorite part of being a fashion designer?
My favorite part. I love styling. I love going to these celebrities and getting styling done. And I love working on movie sets. It's very entertaining for me, I think. And fashion shows. Fashion shows are number one. Like backstage work, the fittings, the running around is something I love. So that is something.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any more question?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good
Siddhi.
Since there is a pressure on the designer to come up with a new collection every season, what advice would you like to give us when we will start out and try to make the industry?
So literally, you yourself will keep getting a lot of ideas. Again, research is very, very important. It's key to any collection before you start any of your collections. So make sure your research for the season is done right. And once you have your research in hand, you can make whatever you want, depending on the line you want to work with.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So anybody else wants to ask any question?
Somebody, I think, had asked if there are vacancies. I'm sure there would be for some interns, hopefully soon. Wait till Jan. I will definitely let.
Yeah, because many students, they are so keen, like from now itself they want to get into internship. So what I always tell them as a teacher is first learn at least the basic of it so that you can get an idea of what exactly is fashion designing, and then when you go to industries, at least you will not be very ignorant about what is going on. So that is very important that you have some knowledge, because it actually gives you an understanding of what is going on. Otherwise, when you directly go to industry, you don't know ABCD of it, then you're already in a mess. So it's always better to learn something, to understand what is going on, then get it to industry. It always adds on. Right, ma'am?
I totally, absolutely agree. You must know. I train in, so I get like a lot of interns under me, and some of them have no idea. In spite of them, they've studied, they've done everything. It's very important to have practical and technical knowledge over the books. Reading books and all is not going to help you much. It will help you, but your practical knowledge is very, very, very important. I personally, I used to come to Nanavati College and I used to sit on the sewing machine and stitch and everything. So I used to personally come and learn myself. So it's very, very, very important.
So, ma'am, anything else that you want to tell them?
Nothing.
Like
Just
any
make
fashion mantra or anything about fashion?
It's a lot of hard work. It's definitely not. It looks very rosy, entertaining, fun, and all. So working closely with your masters and your karigars is very, very different. So it's been a wonderful experience.
Okay, ma'am. So, any more question? Simran, you want to ask something?
Ma'am, can I ask one? Sorry, ma'am, I didn't greet you earlier. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Simran, and the question that I wanted to ask you is like, when you have an idea, like inspiration or something comes up in your mind, and you have to design the garment, do you illustrate a detail and then go on to the garment, or like you make a rough, you can understand, and then you illustrate the garment detailed on directly on the garment?
So I will make a because I know what I want, but the master doesn't know exactly what I am talking. So for him, you have to make a flat. It doesn't have to be a fancy sketch. It has to be a flat sketch with all details that you want in your garment. So a written sketch, proper details, and then you explain it as to how you want it.
Okay, so that's how you all like in your working area you perform it like that.
Absolutely, we start with the sketch,
with the detailed work,
with every detail.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
I also have a question to ask. So I wanted to ask, how do you keep yourself sustainable, even though it is really difficult in the fashion industry to keep yourself sustainable? Do you all like have any kind of efforts that you all try putting in, even though it is difficult?
It is. You need to put in a lot of hard work. There are days you will not be appreciated for a very long time, in spite of your work doing very well. And you get zero appreciation when you're working. There are days, but it's okay. You have to sail through that. And there are days where people know you've done such a fab collection. So there's always behind him. There is always teamwork. So your team knows that they have done it. We've done it correct. So you need to be very confident, hardworking, and be sure of what you're doing.
One more thing I wanted to ask is, how do you keep yourself up to the trend? Like every year, I'm sure the trends keep changing, they keep going out. So how do you keep changing your style of trends? And how often do you all do?
We do that once a year. Literally, we have like a seasonal trend. So in India, we have like wedding seasons and everything, right? So that starts post Diwali. So that's when our trend starts. So that's like a trend. It's a different thing. It's just sitting, and today this season, let's just do all raw silks. Let's do 5 colors. Let's do 2 colors. It just comes up. So there is nothing like. It's not difficult. Trust me. Coming up with trends is not difficult. Then making your garment is more difficult.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I would like to ask something. We had started learning. So what qualities or like what thing we can start from now onwards only, so that it can be very helpful to us in future, like when we are in going industry. So it will going to help us a lot.
So from now on, you all must know sketching. I hope you all do your illustrations and all in college. That is very important. I'm not saying it has to be fancy. It has to be beautiful. It has to be something that anybody can understand. It has to be very like perfect, detailed. Then Second thing is you must know your pattern making. See, nobody's going to tell you to cut the pattern or whatever, but at least you can explain to the master how to cut it. So that, even he knows that, okay, you're not talking anything, you know what you're saying. Very important. So if you know these two things, then you can easily make out, like, your garment, it'll show in your garment automatically. The construction will speak.
Ma'am, I would also like to ask that as a designer, do you like to add last touch up from your side to the beautiful, like your last touch up? You add from your side.
You can. It's a complete design call. Like, if you know it's good and you know that you can change it, a lot of designers don't allow you. So I'm going to talk about Sabyasachi. You have Sabyasachi, I'm sure all of you already heard of it. In Sabyasachi, like, for their blouse, they have every client is allotted with only 4. Whatever size you are, 4 styles only. You have to choose. They'll give you a shade card. You have to pick your color out of those shades. A lot of designers are very particular about what they want. Whereas for us, we will customize as to what a client wants, but we try and avoid it. Unless they are actually like only customized, it's a different thing. But if it's on the rack as is, we won't take as many orders.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Any more question, girls?
I had one last question.
Yeah. Ma'am, is it okay?
So
or you want to
I know, please.
Yeah, okay.
So my question was, how difficult is it for a designer to also be a stylist?
It's
like,
not.
Is it, as you know, we as designers, when we design something, we know we want it in a particular way when it is worn by somebody else. Then when this is divided into 2 people, like somebody is a stylist and you're the only designer. So how is it difficult for the designer to allow the stylist to change the way of the thing that he had imagined? So that which one is the most difficult part of that?
Actually, none of them are difficult, to be honest, because I am going to try and pitch into my celebrity what I have made. I will take, you can't take one garment when you go for styling. You have to take at least 5 options. So, I'll make sure I make it according to the measurements of this client or celebrity. You make it according to their measurements. They try it on. Talking is very important. You have to keep talking. You have to keep telling them this is amazing, suits your body. You have to be honest. If something is not looking good on them, you have to be like, no, avoid this color. It's not suiting you. You have to tell them. So they automatically just, are happy with those 5 options and they will pick. So honestly, styling is a very easy job. But it's just that a lot of running around is involved. So you have to just be on your toes.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, girls? Any more question? I think they are done with their questions.
No, ma'am.
You have more questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I guess, ma'am, they are done with their questions. They are done with their queries. So thank you, ma'am, so much for, accepting our invitation and giving such valuable information for our students. And
I hope
also,
it was useful. I don't know how much you guys are going to relate to it or whatever, but I hope.
But actually, you gave students the knowledge of what is happening in the real industry. Which is why we want more industrial people to come so that they get an idea. Because now they are in a fantasy world where it has to be brought to them that this is what is happening in the industry. So you please be prepared for it and start working for that. Rather than being in the bubble world everything is going to be goody goody. It is not like that, because I myself, I have worked as a merchandiser, so I know like what exactly happens in the industry. So it is very important for the students to know that, what are the challenges they are going to face, and from now on, how they can work on their, qualities, and how they can work on their skills, so they can, have a better future and have a, end up with a good job.
Yeah, true. Don't expect it to be an easy sail through and all. There are no time restrictions. It's not like 10 to 6 or घर जाओ. It's 10 to whatever then.
Yeah, जब तक काम नहीं खत्म होता है, तब तक you have to be. And especially when you're working in a designer house, I know like it's very difficult. All these submissions are there. They get so nervous and they are so in tension. Arey, ma'am, we have this submission, we have that submission, and they get so nervous. That is why they need to know that when they go to industry, 10 jobs come at one time and you have to handle everything.
Asking if your client deliveries tomorrow and the show day after, you have to figure it out. Nobody's going to be like, oh, no, it's okay. You have to figure.
Thank you, ma'am, so much for giving us your time and, entertaining our students with your...
Any other way I can help them, I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, we'll definitely, if possible, we'll definitely want to visit your store so that they get an idea of what exactly, happens in the store, like a small visit, or, some more talks about if any time a new collection is coming on, so how did you work on that collection, so how it happened, what was the process and stuff. If at times like you get a proper time, so that you can explain our students that how you started with the collection, like if you are starting with a collection for a new season, so how do you go with that collection. First you make the mood board and this is how you made. So just an idea, if at all possible in the future, you can just give them an idea that how you have to start from the scratch till the end product.
Sure, I will.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I will.
I hope we have more such talks with you. We really enjoyed our time with you. I hope the girls did too.
Plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but I can always help them.
Thank you so much. It's actually great to hear somebody who is, helping us out and helping especially the students out, that it will boost up their confidence. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, guys. All the best.
Bye. Bye. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, girl, hope it was a very good session. And
Yes,
guys,
Yes, ma'am.
and we are lucky enough that she told us that she'll literally bring Manish Malhotra and have a session with us. So you guys are so lucky. So what she said, that have to work hard, right? So it's not a very easy industry. You have to work, so little bit of submission here and there extra. You're not supposed to, get nervous and cranky. There is
Yes,
much tougher times to come. So, let's take this positively and work hard. Okay, girls?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a happy weekend, everybody. Bye. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.